Ha! 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 Would ya look at this bad boy? And that's before I even open this thing. The box is absolutely epic.
Maschinenpistole 40.
Ha! Come on, let's get it open. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, game over. Game over. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm back. People, come on. Take a look at this. So the first thing I'm going to show you from this crate, you get a little free bag of BBs. And then we have a very cool looking instruction manual. Let's have a look. Loving the paper, even the paper that it's been printed on. Pretty high quality. And here, look. It's showing you that you can get the variant, which is the SR41, the MP41, but I decided today to go for the ultra classic SR40 MP40. Now, this is what excites me about this luxury edition of this MP40. Apart from the awesome case or crate or wooden box, they pretty much kit you out to get you going for World War II. Well, reenactment anyway. So you get a very nice reproduction, real leather sling. Okay, so what else? Wow. Look at this. You get not one, but two triple mag pouches with a mag loader pouch / tool pouch. Okay, what else we got? Oh, poison. Yes, you've got your sling attachments, although I know for sure that's for your sling. It's like a fastener or a rivet for your sling. Not too sure about this little leather loop right here. Okay, I can see an unjamming rod, can't get to it just yet. Okay, so what else? Well, here we go. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 mags. Nice. And the nice thing about this mag package that you get, 1 is a high cap and 3 are mid caps. Cool. Okay, this is it. Let's get it out. Oh, the weight on this. And boy, would ya look at the finish on this bad boy. What a solid piece. Oh, and look, like I said, a cleaning and unjamming rod. This is an amazing package from SRC. Now, this video isn't powered by anyone, isn't sponsored by anyone. I bought this with my very own Earth, British, English money. And it wasn't cheap. But look at what you get. All of this and a pretty decent replica of the MP40. So let's take a nice closer look at this piece. And do you know what's great about this particular model? It's steel! Pretty much an all metal build apart from your imitation Bakelite. So starting at the rear,
you have your grip, you've got your large stock release right there. So if you wanted to use this with its foldable stock extended, you just press on there like that and you can extend your stock. And it locks into place quite nicely and sturdy, but for this review I want it out of the way. So to fold it back, you just press on this again and Bob's your uncle. And right here you have your rear sling point. And then right there you have your very authentic looking trigger and trigger guard. And right here you have your charging handle. Now when you pull that back, it opens up your mock bolt and reveals your hop-up adjustment. Now if I take you to underneath this MP40, you have your locking pin. Again, loving that imitation Bakelite. It's not trying to look like wood, it's trying to look like Bakelite, unlike this version. So as we move along, right there you have your mag release. And the good thing about this model is, well, the mag sits in there very nicely, very securely. So if I release that mag right now, you really got to give it a good old tug because it's such a tight fit. And when you're putting it back in, be sure to have the part that feeds your MP40 towards the barrel. I'll just show you. Look in the mag well, you can see it right there where the BBs are fed. So your magazine wants to go in that way. And when you do put your mag in, you really have to give it a good old to bring it on home. Now if you're concerned about damaging the mag and having it all scratched up at the top, so what? It makes it look even more authentic. It makes it look a bit more battle worn, weathered. And in my books, that is nice. Plus you don't see that part of the mag anyway once it's in the MP40. Now some may say you can just hold the mag release button in and push the mag in, but again that makes no difference. It's tight as hell, so you still have to slap it on home. Loving the attention to detail here. So let's bring it on back to the top right here, and don't worry, we'll go through the markings that this has. It has one or two, it's not completely blank, but take a look at this, your rear sight. And just like its real counterpart, look, you can flip that rear portion back so you get a different sight picture. Now, because this is an absolute brand new model out of the box, or crate, if you like, everything is still very stiff on this bad boy, but I mean, you really have to give it a good old push. You can see it starting to go back, but I'm not going to force it just yet. However, after a while, everything will start to settle in and wear in, and everything will be gravy. So as we move along, you have your front sling point, and right here you have your big old barrel nut. And here's your barrel, and I was watching Forgotten Weapons, and apparently this piece right here was quite handy for like leaning it on or hanging it off an edge of a vehicle or something like that, you know, just to give you a bit of stability when engaging the enemy. Of course, in our case, the Airsoft gameplay enemy. Not forgetting you reenactors though, because I do have quite a few reenactors that like to watch my channel whenever I whip out the old World War II Airsoft replicas. And boy is this a decent World War II replica. That's if you can get one of these bad boys, because they are limited. Apparently, I did a little research, there are only, get this, now remember how many billions of people there are on this planet, and how many millions there are in each country. There's only 100 of these pieces available. So literally any Airsoft retailer that has this probably only has one. And once they have sold one of these babies, they'll be gone. So I recommend you get your Google Foo on and search, because there are still one or two knocking about, and not everyone really wants to spend this sort of money on an Airsoft replica. But I do. So right up at the front here, you have your front hooded sight. Oh, and the cool thing about this front sling point is that you can whip it around to the other side. You literally just have to loosen up your barrel nut, move things out of the way, spin it around, and as you can see there, you can see that it specifically slots into a little notch there. You have that same notch on the base. So what about the markings on this piece? Well, you may have spotted them, they're very subtle, whilst I was showing you around this very nice specimen. Let me show you the two that I have found. You've got one right here and here, just behind your front sling point. Although I wish it didn't say SRC, even though it's them that made it. Oh, who cares? It still looks awesome. Absolutely loving that whole stamped steel feel and look of it. And again, the weight on this is pretty substantial. I'd even go as far as saying it's got to be pretty close to the weight of its real counterpart. And just like its real counterpart, this is full auto only. Okay, so I've got a couple of batteries down here that I will try and fit into this MP40. Now, apparently some sites say it takes a mini battery. So let's open it up and have a look. So as always, mag out. You then pull and turn your locking pin. And according to the manual, turn it 180 degrees. And once you have done that, just like its real counterpart. Well, to a certain extent, because on the real version you would have to rotate it before removing it from the receiver. And then I didn't realize, you know, earlier on I said it will just be the barrel section comes off. It's the whole thing here. And on the real version, this will be your bolt assembly. And of course you've got your mag well and the barrel. But yeah, pretty similar to the real deal. Okay, so take a look in here. That's your battery space and there's your Tamiya plug. So let's see if this will fit. Yeah, it will fit in there, no issues. Loads of room. Okay, so making sure your battery pack and your cabling doesn't get snagged up in anything, you can now put it back together. Now if you're thinking, well now come on, that don't look good, look at that horrible looking battery for such a nice World War II looking gun. Well, that's easily fixed. Just get yourself a black battery pack. Here, look, much better. Now here, look, can you see the huge difference it makes having a black battery pack in there? You can barely see that there's a battery pack there. Awesome. Now, what I will say is this mock charging handle right there, expect there to be some wear and tear on that section right there. So you can see the black is already coming off in that inner section there. But again, doesn't matter. Just makes it look even more weathered. Right, let me get one of these mid caps ready. Actually, come to think of it, I'm going to get this high cap mag ready too. There you go. And look, you can even see them from the side. Quick test, I've got this pointed at my BB stopper, which is on the ground at the moment, so a couple of shots, make sure it works. Oh, it works. Right, we're going to do a chrono test and accuracy test, but quick disclaimer. Those of you who have known my channel for a while and know pretty much what I have in my Airsoft armory, you will know I only have possibly 2 AEGs that have electronic blowback. I absolutely prefer gas blowback rifles to electric blowback because I find the electric blowbacks a bit wanting, a bit half-hearted, a bit troublesome. And even though this cost me the amount of money that it did, out of the box, the electronic blowback wasn't working. Now I looked at it, I fiddled with it, it started working. I'm not going to get into the whole techie side of things because at the end of the day, Again, like a lot of my Airsoft armory, it's just for collection purposes. I only have a handful that I actually use in gameplay. Now, when you buy something like this in that sort of presentation, you know this is a collector's piece. So what I've done is I've disabled the blowback, because I've even looked online and I've seen people say that the electronic blowback can be a pain and can sometimes cause performance issues. So electronic blowback disabled, however, you can still pretend that you're chambering around. Electronic blowback. How about electric blowback, or EBB? Yeah, and also they run your batteries down a little bit quicker too. I'm trying to do single shots here. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. It's as if this thing is like settling in. It's a brand new MP40. But like I said, this is a collector's piece for me. I mean, if you've got the money, go ahead, do it. I can imagine you can obviously buy an SRC MP40 separately, if you like, and it will be a lot cheaper. But to get this complete package, and if you work out how much these pouches would cost you, the sling, 4 mags, and this beautiful crate, and it's limited, I would say this was worth every penny. Now, this is one of those spray and pray situations, so I'm not going to try and do any precision accuracy shots. I'm just going to pull that trigger and point in that direction, but not at that area. I'll do it right here. Can you see why I hate high cap mags? So here you go, people. This is the limited edition deluxe SRC MP40. Now, as beautiful as this looks, and this case, or should I say crate, is absolutely epic, and I'm loving the extras you get with this very sturdy Airsoft MP40. Not everything is perfect. There are some issues. Now, I have learnt over the years running this channel and it growing to the size that it has, is that you got to give the good with the bad, okay? So again, love this. Definitely keeping this. I spent a lot of money on this. It's a collector's edition, not to skirmish with, just as well. Because as far as the performance of the MP40 goes, it's nothing special. It's built well, it feels very sturdy, it's quite hefty too, so it's very real, or should I say realistic, in those terms. But I found every now and again there was a little misfire here and there. Again, I had trouble with the electronic blowback to the point where I just completely disabled it, because it's not necessary. Gas blowbacks are much better. As a skirmishing piece, this really is no better in performance than my cheaper AGM MP40. But if you're a collector like me, or a reenactor, or more professionally, a filmmaker, this is a keeper. Okay, let me tell you exactly how much I spent on this, okay? This cost me just over £500, and that was with a little deal, okay? There's some sites selling this for £600 plus. Now in America, if you can get these over there still, you're still probably looking at about, what, $500, $600, even up to $700 for this limited edition deluxe package. Now me spending £500, you might think, oh my goodness, 500 quid? Well, let me just validate that. So right here, you have 4 mags. Now, 1 mag will come with the MP40, so if we're just looking at 3 mags alone, they're probably going to be around, I don't know, $30 or £30 each. So already there, you're looking at £90 for just 3 mags. Then we're looking at £300 just for the MP40. And then you've got these pouches. You're looking at £30 per triple mag pouch, so that's £60 right there. And then you've got the sling, the leather sling, probably around £20 or more. And we haven't even got to this gorgeous crate. How much you reckon you would have to pay or spend just to buy the crate? At a wild guess. Minimum, I would say about 80 or 100, just this alone. So straight away you can see you're looking at least £570 plus. So yeah, this is why this for me is worth every penny as a collector. Thanks for watching. Catch me next time on the Airsoft Mike YouTube channel. Gorgeous.